Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and having a great day. So this morning I got up about 7, which is quite early for my day off. Like normally I at least lie until like 8, but I just felt really awake, so I got up and I literally just like chilled on the sofa, and I actually read some of a book, which I haven't done in the longest time. One thing I really miss is reading, and I hate that I've almost like fallen out of love of reading books, because it literally used to be all that I did. Like when I was about, I don't know, when I was a child, literally all I did was read, and then even like my early teens I just loved books. So I'm thinking that maybe I've just been reading the wrong kind of books, because I used to like never want to put a book down, and I used to always like look forward to picking up a book again. And it's just hard to explain, because the books that I've read recently, it's not that they're bad books, they're actually good, but it's just not like, I just don't think I've found like a really gripping book that I just can't put down. So it's kind of like I need to remind myself, oh, remember you're reading a book, you should probably read some more of that. So maybe I've just not found like a really good novel in a really long time, like one that I can't put down. But I'll show you the book that I started reading this morning. So it's actually a non-fiction, and I never really read non-fiction books. So maybe that's something that I need to sort of look into more. So if anyone has like any suggestions of non-fiction books, like even like self-help books, because I feel like this is what this one sort of is. So this is called Philosophy, and it's by Elizabeth Day, and I am really enjoying this so far. Like it's been an eye-opener. I mean, I'm only like 50 odd pages into it, so I still got quite a bit more to go, but even from that little bit that I've read, I feel like it's definitely a really helpful book. So it's kind of all about retraining your brain, and realizing that yes, everybody has negative thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. Like your thoughts do not define you. So a good example that it gave in this book is like, for example, say someone came up to you in school or in work or something, and they said something negative about you. So they said like, oh, you're a really bad person, or they said something like, oh, you're really selfish, or anything like bad like that. You wouldn't just stand there and just accept that they said that if you don't agree with it. You would be like, okay, so what's your reasoning for that, because I don't agree. So you'd be like, why do you think I'm selfish, or why do you think I'm not a nice person? So then what this book suggests is that you do exactly that with your brain. So you question your thoughts, because quite often your thoughts are untrue. So don't believe everything that the little voice in your head tells you. So you've got to question that. So if you're an overthinker and you know you're doing something in life, and this little voice in your head is telling you like, oh, you've messed this up, like you've failed, you've let people down, etc. Don't just believe that thought, question it. Just be like, okay, so what's your evidence to this? And quite a lot of the time when you stop and actually question your thoughts, you realise that they're actually not rational thoughts, they're just you worrying and overthinking. So just by like sort of taking that step back, just thinking, are these thoughts true? Just ask those couple of questions. It helps you like not be so negative. We all have that little negative voice in our heads, but it's just important that knowing that that doesn't always speak the truth. So yeah, this book is really helping me to see that and to sort of try and act on that more in my daily life, because it's very easy when you have a negative thought to sort of like dwell on that and believe it, but just by like trying to change your mindset like that and just questioning your thoughts, and like it just helps you realize that no, my thoughts aren't right. I know me. It's like, there was a really good quote in the book. I can't remember it word for word, and obviously it was said much better in the book, but it was something about, if you think of it, your heart pumps your blood around your body, but you are not your blood. So your head, it almost does the same with your thoughts, you know, it doesn't pump your thoughts around, but like it creates these thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. You are not your worst thoughts, you're not your negative thoughts. Your thoughts are just something that your brain controls, but it doesn't mean that they are you, so they do not define you and you are not them. I definitely didn't explain that in an inspiring way, but it definitely says it much better in this book. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling, but I just would really recommend this book. And if any of you guys have like any other good books that you would recommend me, like it doesn't have to be fiction, it could be non-fiction like this, like a good read that you think has helped you. I feel like I could possibly really get into books that are like more about like the brain and I don't know, just like how the mind works. I feel like that would be something interesting for me to get into. But anyways, I am now about to do my friend's jigsaw, which I haven't done since the last time I vlogged it, which probably was back in January. I literally forgot about it. I put it in the cupboard and I completely forgot about it, and it wasn't until the other day when one of you guys left a comment or something asking how I was getting on with it. I was like, oh, I completely forgot about that. So as you can see, there's been no more progress made, because normally I just leave this like on the floor in the living room, but when I was like tidying away back in January, I was like, oh, I'll just put it in the cupboard and then take it out whenever I want to do it, but then I completely forgot about it. So yeah, maybe it has to be left out for me to actually like, oh, someone's calling me. But as I was saying, maybe I just have to like leave my jigsaw out so that I actually remember to do it, and then I can obviously like just dip in and out of doing it, so like when I come home from work I can just do little bits or whatever. So you know how for ages I've been going on about how much I want to get back into scrapbooking? Well, the other day I finally got round to ordering some photos and they've just arrived now, so I'm so excited about that because that means I can probably scrapbook today. I actually need to check to see if I've got double-sided sticky tape, which I'm hoping I do, but I can't remember if I ran out of it, and that's another reason why I stopped scrapbooking, so I might need to order some today and then scrapbook in another vlog. But anyways, we're one step closer to being able to do some scrapbooking, and I'm really excited because I haven't actually started doing the scrapbook that my mum and dad bought Michael and I for Christmas. If you didn't watch my what I got for Christmas video, they got Michael and I the most beautiful scrapbook that said our new home on the front, and I haven't actually started it, so I'm looking forward to being able to do that, hopefully today, or if not very soon. And also some of the photos that I got printed are actually for this frame up here, which means I can finally get around to filling that. So I ordered my photos from Free Prints this time. Most of the time I do order photos from Lala Lab if I'm using them for my scrapbook, but Lala Lab is very expensive if you're ordering a lot of photos, and especially if you don't have like a discount code. So Free Prints is just a lot more affordable if you're printing a lot of photos. And I actually chose a matte finish for my photos this time, and I really like the way that this looks. So yeah, I've just printed some bits and pieces for like our scrapbook from like Valentine's Day and like our Lego and things like that. So these are photos for our new home scrapbook. I just printed loads of photos of just like everything in our house, just because it's our first house and our first flat that we've lived in together, and I just want to like remember everything about it, like how we decorated it and stuff, so that whenever we do move out of here, you know, we always have that memories to look back on. So yeah, a lot of our living room and everything. And then like I said, I've also printed some photos for our photo frame, so I think I'm going to do that first. I'm going to try and fill the photo frame. So I'm going to have to slightly cut the photos just because they don't fit in, which is really annoying. I hate when photo frames are designed like that. I love when it's just easy and it's literally the size of a regular photo, because when it comes to cutting the photos, it's really difficult because you could just cut it like slightly too much and then there's a big gap around your photos. So yeah, it's a lot of pressure. So I've actually managed to cut all of the photos to fit in the frames without ruining them, which I'm very surprised at. But I haven't managed to fill all of the frame because basically my idea for this frame was for it to be a sort of combination of photos of Michael and I, but then photos of like me with my family and then Michael with his family. So Michael, he doesn't ever really take photos, so I keep on asking him to like ask his mum or that to send him some photos so that we can print them, but he keeps on forgetting, so I'm gonna need to remind him again. But I've also just realised that I've only left him spaces for like portrait photos instead of landscape, and I know that the majority of people take landscape photos, hence why all the ones that I've printed are basically landscape apart from one portrait one. And it never even crossed my mind when I was printing them that I'd need a mixture of landscape and portrait photos, so I feel bad that I've only left portrait ones for Michael, because I bet like all the photos that his mum or his dad do have of like him and his family, they're probably all going to be landscapes, so I'm probably going to have to play around with this once Michael gets hold of some photos of him with his family. But it's not so bad because like I can always take these ones out and then replace it with like Michael's family, and then me and Michael can always like take a photo together that way, or like I can take this one out and then the next time that I'm actually able to see Rosie and Arthur I could take a nice like more updated one of them and make it a portrait one. So this is what it looks like so far, but yeah, it's not going to be the final result because I'm going to have to play about with it a bit, but it's just so nice to finally have some photos in it, and it'll just be a nice reminder of my family when it's hung up there on the wall, and I'll just love like looking at it because I miss everyone so much and these are such amazing memories. These really pretty papers came with the photo frame. As you can see, there's some there, but for the ones that I've put photos in, I've obviously taken these out, and I thought that these would actually be really nice to use for my scrapbook. Like I could use them like as borders for stuff. They're just so pretty, so I'm not gonna throw them out and I'm actually gonna make use of them. So I can actually do a bit of scrapbooking today because I found the sticky tape that I need to do it, and I've kind of worked out a plan of what I'm going to do with my scrapbooks, because if you guys remember, on our first anniversary Michael bought me a scrapbook so that we could document all of our memories, and it was also to encourage us to take more photos together, because at that time we'd been together a year and we'd literally probably taken about 2 photos together, so we still haven't taken that many photos together because yeah, the scrapbook isn't very full. But then, like I said, Mum and Dad bought Michael and I a scrapbook for Christmas which said our new home on it, and I was kind of thinking, so what do I put in each scrapbook, because obviously the home one is going to be things about our home, but then I was like, so what else should I put in the other scrapbook, because that scrapbook isn't very full. So this here is the scrapbook that Michael gave me, and as you can see I've only filled a couple of pages, but this was like all stuff before we moved in together, so I've decided to add in the last sort of bits before we moved in together. So this page I haven't stuck down yet, I've just been playing around with it and sort of moving things around. So this is when we went crazy golfing, so I'm gonna stick that in, and then I'll do another couple of pages of when we went to Edinburgh Zoo, which was, when was that? I think it might have been in September or something, but I honestly can't remember. It was sometime last year because look, we're wearing masks. That sums up 2020. But then I've kept all of this aside for my new scrapbook. So this is all like the cards that we got when we moved into this flat, and then like all our Christmas cards, because I think these are really special and I want to keep them because they're like our first Christmas cards that we received together. I just think they're really special, so I want to keep them. And for example, like to a wonderful daughter and your boyfriend, like, oh yeah, just such great keepsakes. So the plan is that this scrapbook is from now on just going to be like when we do things out of the house. So for example, like if we go golfing again, or if we go bowling, or if we go to the cinema, like obviously when all these things are open again, or when we go out for dinner. So it's going to be sort of like our date days or date nights sort of scrapbook. And then this new scrapbook is just going to be things that we actually do in this flat. So for example, I've printed pictures of us doing Lego, I've like took pictures when we played Scrabble. I've taken pictures of like meals we've cooked together and stuff like that. So that's the only way that I can think of how I'm gonna still be able to use both scrapbooks but sort of make them different. So let me know if you guys think that's a good idea or if you have any better ideas. So I've just finished popping all of my photos from Edinburgh Zoo into my scrapbook, and I ended up using the little bits of paper that came with my photo frame up there, and I actually think it looks really nice. Especially over on this page, I just feel like this blue really complements the water in the photo and makes it pop, and it just really ties in nice together. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this looks. Obviously this isn't finished because as you can see I've got big gaps here that I need to fill. I need to find something to put there. But obviously when I started this scrapbook, I'm pretty sure I started it back in March. I know we're in March again, but last year when we first went into the very first lockdown, I'm pretty sure that's when I started this scrapbook, and I don't have any proper scrapbooking supplies. All I really have at the moment are like paper pads, which are absolutely beautiful and I use them a lot in my scrapbook, but I need sort of like lettering and stuff and different sort of embellishments and washi tape just to add a little bit more to my scrapbook. I do also have these glitter tapes that Michael got me, which I have tried to use here just to like create a little border for the photos, but I also need to get like a nice pen as well that I can like write little captions and stuff. So I'm kind of just waiting for Hobbycraft to open again so that I can buy some more crafty bits and use those to fill the gaps throughout my scrapbook. So at the moment I'm kind of just sticking in the photos, and then when places open again and I can get some more craft supplies, I can go back through my scrapbook and add like the little details in. Or I could actually have a look on Amazon. I'm sure they have like washi tapes and stuff like that, so I might actually do that today. But yeah, I'm really happy with these two pages. I love the pop of blue. Like these bits of paper have really made it so cute. So it's now 6:25. I've been sat here on my laptop just doing some editing, and then I've spent the last couple of hours trying to find my mum a Mother's Day present online, which has proven to be very impossible. I mean, I think I've done pretty well considering I hate online shopping, because I've managed to find like all of my mum's birthday presents, I managed to find all of my sister's birthday presents, like Valentine's Day gifts, anniversary gifts. I did that all online, but now I feel like I have hit a wall and I am struggling. I just find it so difficult because I prefer to go into a shop and actually see like what all my options are. I just find it so much easier to find a gift, whereas online there's just too much choice and I don't know where to start. So I've been like scrolling through every website I can possibly think of, but then I just get so bored after like scrolling through 20 pages and it tells me I've got like 500 more pages to go. I just don't have the patience to scroll through like 500 pages and then probably not find something that I like. So I'm really worrying that I'm not going to be able to find my mum a nice gift for Mother's Day, because it's literally in like a week and a half's time as I'm filming this. So yeah, I'm kind of stressed. So I'm just about to have my bath, but I just wanted to show you this new bathroom accessory that I got the other day. It's from Asda and I love it so much. I've actually been looking for one of these for quite a while because I just knew that I wanted something for the bathroom that said calm or relaxed, just something like that. And I actually like have come across so many of them, but none of them have been the right colouring for our bathroom. So I was so happy when I saw this one in Asda the other day and it said new in, so yeah, I just knew I had to get it. It just goes perfectly with all of the other bathroom accessories. So yeah, definitely check out Asda for home accessories. Like, I love going in there. They always have like the cutest things. So guys, bath has been had. It was a nice, relaxing, long one. And now I'm about to watch some more of 13 Reasons Why. And you may be asking, Lucille, seriously, you're still watching 13 Reasons Why? Because if you've been subscribed for about a year or longer, then you will know that at the beginning of last lockdown, well, the first lockdown, so we're talking like last March is when I probably started watching this, or maybe it was a wee bit further into the first lockdown, I actually can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that it was about a year ago that I started watching 13 Reasons Why, and it only has 4 seasons, I think. I'm about to go on to season 4 episode 1, so I'm literally starting season 4. And I don't know how it's taken me this long. I'm the worst when it comes to series. This is why I have like commitment issues with series. It's not like I'm not enjoying it. I absolutely love the TV program, but it just takes me so long to get through it because you know what I think it is like when I come home from work and after like I've made dinner and like I've had my shower and everything, like done everything that I need to do for the evening. So by the time I sit down, it's pretty late already, and I like to go to bed at like 10:30 or 11. Well, that's what I aim for, like if I've got work the next day. So when I sit down to watch something, I think, oh, I don't really have time to watch a full episode of 13 Reasons Why because the episodes are an hour long. So I don't like watching them like little bits of an episode here and there. I like to sit down and watch a full episode. Like if I start an episode, then I need to finish it. So then I'll just say like, oh, I'll just watch an episode of Friends because that's like 20 minutes long or whatever. So I think that's the reason why, or maybe I'm just making excuses, but I'm really enjoying this series. I love it so much. I've cried like a billion times at it. Like it's such an incredible series, and I've just been talking to my mum and my sister about it loads because they watched it like when it first came out, like probably a lot of you guys did, but I am always late to these sort of trends. But yeah, I'm just gonna end this vlog here. Oh, I've also got an Easter egg. I've got my first Easter egg of this year. Like how exciting is that? I saw these in Tesco and they were reduced to 75p, so I was like, best get myself one of those. And of course I got a mini eggs one, so yeah, I'm gonna eat an Easter egg whilst I am watching this. I really apologise that this vlog was literally just me in my living room. Like I did not leave my living room this whole day is what it looks like to you guys, but in fact I did, you know, venture off to the bathroom and the kitchen, but I hope you enjoyed it, because I know that quite a few of you have been asking for me to like include scrapbooking and stuff in the vlogs again. So yeah, I know it was pretty much just a vlog of me talking to you guys in my living room, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways, and yeah, I will see you again very soon for another vlog. Thank you for watching. Bye!